Yeah, check 1 2, check 1 2. Is this mic on? Is this mic on? Hey, listen, man. It's the one and only trendsetter DJ Sense, and you're listening to CockTales. Dirty discussions with Kiki and Medina Monroe. Yeah.
Today's cocktail is called a lemon creamsicle. The ingredients you need to make a lemon creamsicle: 2 ounces of lemon vodka, a half ounce of coconut cream, 1 ounce of lemon juice, and some club soda. Those are interesting ingredients, so I can't wait to taste this.
I already tasted mine.
Okay, so to make a lemon creamsicle, you're going to add the lemon vodka, the coconut cream, and lemon juice into a cocktail shaker filled with ice. Shake for 5 to 10 seconds. Pour from the shaker into a glass filled with ice and top with the club soda. Garnish with a lemon and enjoy.
This one's really cute. It reminds me of like summertime on the beach at a pool. Cheers. Let's see.
Cheers.
Again.
Okay.
I really like this one. I love coconut and I like lemon.
This
is
don't
my
like
vibe.
lemon except for on pasta, so I was nervous, but this is good.
It's really good. It makes it like light and refreshing. Shout out to our bartender, your tipsy homegirl. If you are interested in seeing more of her content, make sure you check her out online. And if you want to book her for anything special, hit her up. Okay, welcome back to CockTales Dirty Discussions, you guys.
Hey, y'all.
So this week we have a very special episode, but real quick, we'll just remind you guys to check us out on Patreon, check out the bonus content, and make sure you're following us on Instagram because we have a big announcement coming.
We do, and make sure you click all the links in the description so you can travel with me and get Kiki's cookbook and join the book club.
Yes.
Today, our guest... I kept calling you La'Ryn, but it's Tiffany La'Ryn.
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 No.
As you can, I hope she doesn't get up and walk out and storm away like a diva. La'Ryn.
Yes.
You guys, we have the YouTuber. That's what I know you as, a YouTuber.
Dang.
Tiffany La'Ryn. But if there's something else people know you for, let us know, girl. You in some pornos.
I just feel... Shh, that's for another episode. No, I'm joking. I just feel so honored that you're just labeling me as a YouTuber.
You are.
I know, but like so many years have passed where you're just kind of like working through it. And then when somebody finally be like, here you go, the podcaster, you're like, oh, shoot, I am a podcaster. And it just feels different when somebody else recognizes the work that you've been putting in.
And it's not like that little thing you be doing.
Yes, on the side.
And you're like, so when are you going to get a real job?
So how's that coming along?
Yeah, is it working? Yes, bitch, actually it is. Because you be having production. She has a whole like film schedule. Like I think anybody that can take like content creating and turn it into a career, that's amazing. So shout out to you.
Ooh,
what kind of content do you create?
I do family-based comedy. I guess that's the best way to put it. Think of like Blackish, My Wife and Kids, stuff that like you could watch as an adult and get the jokes, but then the kids could watch and relate. Your grandparents could watch and relate. So just wholesome family comedy.
I love that. Well, welcome to CockTales.
You know what I'm saying?
It's not very wholesome.
Don't let the kids listen. Not to this one.
You can make some kids after listening to us and things we talk about.
Right.
So we came out with a game called I'm Curious to Know. It's a conversation card game. And when we have guests, sometimes we like to play the game with you. So it's in high demand right now. So we don't have any physical copies, but we're just going to ask you some questions and you'll just answer them. Okay? You want to go first?
You go first.
Okay. So the first question, who is your celebrity crush?
Ooh. Do I have a celebrity crush?
Mine has been Rick Fox since I was 5 years old.
Rick Fox?
Is fine as fuck. Yes.
And she still believes that.
That seems like such a random individual.
I saw him on a basketball game when he was playing for the Lakers or something. And that man looks so good to me. He looks like a handsome, like... character, like a cartoon character that turned into real life, strong jaw. And then when Vanessa Williams married him, she said he was a good man and she fucked the relationship up. So I just knew I was crushing on the right one.
He was like, God.
You know what character he reminds me of though? And this is no shade. Have you ever seen Poltergeist?
Anyway, Tiffany.
That was a very interesting.
Okay, whatever.
Like, what? How you compare anybody to Poltergeist? This is not shady.
Well,
I really... Okay, y'all don't hate me for this.
We not.
You know who I thought was really attractive recently that I was like, I think I've never noticed this.
Who?
The guy that Lloyd Harvey dates.
From not Power.
Damson Idris.
What's the drug show? He's in the drug show, right?
Snowfall.
I thought he was fine from the jump.
Yeah, you've been saying that for a long time.
So I never really watched Snowfall consistently, right?
Me either.
And then one time he was like on Instagram, came across like an ad, and I was like, Lord, who's the chocolate man? And I was like, oh, this is you out of character? That's different.
He is fine.
And he has that accent.
Yes, I think
and I normally don't like men with accents, but when I saw him in Snowfall, I was just like, I just love how he's so
You melted.
Yeah.
You know what I don't like? That made me think of what's his name on Power? The main guy who got killed. Why do I not know it's Ghost?
Amari Hardwick.
You know, like him. You just fall in love with somebody's character.
Yeah.
But you really don't like them as a real person.
Yeah.
Is that bad?
It's not bad. It's normal.
Oh, okay.
And it means he's a hell of an actor. Because anytime I see him in anything else, I'm like, Ghost.
Yes. And why are you acting so weak? Where's it at?
Okay. Say it with your chest, nigga.
I saw him working in a coffee shop one time in a movie, and I'm like, what the fuck is this? You're supposed to be running shit and killing
This
niggas.
is beneath you.
Okay, next one. How do you feel about open relationships?
Oh, I think they could do well. I have mixed reviews about them. I don't think it's a bad thing because I don't feel like we own people. I feel like that you can fall in love with multiple people throughout your life and just have connections with energy with people. It gets a little tricky though. I think that when you try to bring 3 or I don't know 4. I was like, is there 3 or 4 individuals together to kind of balance each other? Because really, when you're in a relationship with another person, it's really hard to manage another person's
energy,
emotions, and time and energy. Let alone you adding a third person in here who's whining and fussing. And Lord, don't let it be a woman because she on her period, she gonna give you hell, and the whole house gonna be just down. So I think that if you have really mature conversations with each other and kind of know y'all boundaries and what that look like, I think it could be doable. I'd be like, hey, whatever floats y'all boat, go for it.
Do what
baby,
you
we only live
do.
once.
Would you ever try it?
Me, nah. I don't think I would try it because at one point in life, I realized that I can be attracted to women.
But you're not trying to eat no pussy.
I'm
not
in a relationship with a woman. Like, I think I have women attractions, but being with a woman, like, in an intimate space is too soft for me. It's like, why you whining? What you crying about? What's wrong with your nails? Like, God dang, I be feeling like a man. Like,
we
stop,
gotta talk again,
please. You're too clingy.
Okay, would you be offended if your significant other never posted you on social media?
I love that question.
That is a very good question.
Because people feel so many different ways on that one.
Yeah. I think there's a lot of factors that go into that. Like, what is his brand? Is he a person who has a brand? You just a regular schmegler man? Don't do that. Like, that's being shady. Like, what is going into this? Because if you're a person who's selling a certain persona, a certain brand, and that's how you make your money, your livelihood around it, and I feel like there's an age cap to that. Like, I think you can do that in your 20s, but baby, you in your 30s still talking about trying to sell this brand as a single man at 35. Like, baby, you got issues. I don't want to hear nothing about that. You're hiding me from the world, okay? So I think it just depends on age, factor, career, and like, I'm always down for conversation because how you know I want to post you on my page?
Right.
Like, we need to talk about this. Are we posting each other? Because, baby, I'm not going to post you if you ain't going to post me. I'm just saying. We got to figure this one out.
I feel you. Okay. Is this the last one, Kiki?
It can be.
Okay.
So we're going to, well, you want to ask one more?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
On a scale from 1 to 10, how happy are you right now in life?
I think I'm at an 11.
Ooh, that's good.
That makes me happy.
That is really good. Anything specific that's contributing to so much happiness?
Yeah, I have a good relationship. I mean, you know, we have our moments, that's everybody. But my career is going wonderful. Like, I foreseen these things years ago when nobody else when nobody else saw it. You know, sometimes you got to tell people, I see it, and they're like, okay, show me. And my kids, like, I really enjoy being around my kids and working with my kids and just being able to show them entrepreneurship and what that's like and give them, you know, life growing up I didn't really have. So I'd be grateful. I'd be waking up like, God, you know my heart, G. You know, I don't really pray like a lot, but when I talk to you, we're here. So, yes.
I think that's super dope to show your kids entrepreneurship in a fun way. Like I feel like for the longest, entrepreneurship was like you started a company, but it was like a marketing company or like stuff like that. And now it's like you see so many people doing things like what you're doing or like what we're doing, having a podcast or a YouTube channel that skyrockets. Like that's just super dope.
They enjoy it too. They get to, Mommy, I want to do a series on this. I want to do this. So we kind of let them spearhead what it is.
Directors.
Yeah, they are. They be behind the camera. They edit. Like we show them. They're like filming. They're doing like action. Can you hear? Okay, mic check.
Oh my
That is so cute.
We're trying to teach them the different areas, and then we kind of let them be like, what do you enjoy or what do you want to do? So I really be having them be real hands-on with it, so it doesn't seem like they're just filming, so they can learn skills that they can use later. So
That's beautiful.
That is.
Okay, so before we get to know you a little bit better and get all up in your business, we're going to move on to a segment called Weird Sex.
Oh, okay, let's go.
You said a man is not a necessity, a man is a luxury.
Like dessert. Yeah. A man is absolutely not a necessity.
Did you mean that to sound mean and bitter?
Oh, not at all. I adore dessert. I love men. I think men are the coolest. But you don't really need them to live.
Okay, so this week's Weird Sex story, these are stories that I find on the internet. Our listeners send them in, and it's just like wild things that have happened, dating, sex, anything.
Okay.
So this one is kind of wild. So imagine you go on a blind date, and you get to the date, and your date shows up with 23 of their family members and expected you to pay the tab.
Is it a birthday dinner?
No, this is a first date blind date. So this happened to a guy in China, and he his name is Mr. Liu, and he had plans to go on a blind date with this woman. They met through a matchmaker, and they were going to a restaurant.
She need to be fired.
I was just about to say, I'm coming for you.
Why?
Yeah. So when he got to the restaurant, he found the date, but then realized she had shown up with like 24 of her relatives, 23 or 24 of her relatives. And they didn't just quietly sit at the next table, which would have been, weird, but like not as weird. They started ordering expensive drinks, cigarettes, all kind of food and stuff. And I'm like, y'all smoking cigarettes? But it's China. They do be smoking a lot.
They be chain smoking.
So they're ordering up all this stuff, running up the tab. The bill came out to around in US dollars $2,800, and they thought he was gonna pay that tab for all them people.
The fact
for
that
that
he
family
stayed,
reunion.
I would have been like,
So they left the woman. Well, he left, and he left the woman with the bill. So her and her family members were, trying to bust the check down. He paid a part of it. He paid like a big chunk of it, but he was like, I'm not paying the whole thing. I'll take care of us. But like all your family that came, that wasn't a part of the plan. So what ended up happening is somebody decided to get sued. Or not decided to get sued, but somebody got sued over that. And they were trying to sue him for making them pay for the bill.
You ate it.
Yeah, you ate it. You ordered it. How can you sue this man? So needless to say, there was no second date, and that was not a match made in heaven. It was a match made in Chinese court. Sorry to those people.
I want to know who won the lawsuit, though.
He won the lawsuit.
Okay, I was about to.
so did they have to pay him something?
No, he didn't pay them. He paid a portion of the bill. He paid for himself and the date, and he left. They had to pay the remaining balance. And so they were suing him like he should have taken care of this. And I can't believe y'all even got yourselves together to go to court. I wish they would have been in America and went to somebody like Judge Mathis or somebody so he could have called him a crackhead. Right.
Which one of y'all is a crackhead? Because this is crazy.
It seems like the whole damn family is crackheads and some crack babies in there. But yeah, that's
I'm
what happened.
surprised they picked the case up. That's even.
It's childish.
It really is. That's a frivolous lawsuit if I've ever seen one. Medina, did you know that the average person has 12 paid subscriptions?
Wow.
I know I got more than that because I was looking at Rocket Money and I was looking at all of these subscriptions. It's like, how many TV streaming services do I need? And I know that some of them are being paid for twice. And it's like, I'm about to change my passwords on everybody and eliminate some of these services. I don't even watch that much TV. But Rocket Money is a money-saving tool. It's going to help you to manage your subscriptions, keep track of all of those payments. It will even negotiate bills for you. And that one is a hidden gem. So I got my internet bill negotiated to a lower rate, and I didn't even have to call them.
Rocket Money did that.
Rocket Money did it for me.
That's wild. Wow.
Isn't it?
That's impressive.
It really is. And there's just so many good tools on there. You can look on the app or the website, and you'll just see like where your money is going, and it'll help you realize, because when you're making small transactions, it doesn't seem that much until you look at the end of the month and how much you really spent. But Rocket Money is great. I love it. I'm going to continue to use it. I'm telling everybody about it. I'm telling y'all about it. They have a promo going on right now. You can try it free for a month. Like, it's amazing.
Y'all, make sure you sign up now. Stop throwing away your money. Cancel unwanted subscriptions and manage your expenses the easy way by going to rocketmoney.com/cocktails. That's rocketmoney.com/cocktails. Again, that's rocketmoney.com/cocktails.
Okay.
Well, Miss Tiffany, we know you're not single now, but have you had any weird dating experiences?
Oh my gosh, why? When you said that, this story immediately just came to my head. I didn't even have to think about it, just zoomed through here. Okay, so one time when I was out in the free world, being a hot girl, I went on a date with this guy. And at the time, I was working corporate, and I thought I had baby, because when you get a corporate job, you just think you made it to the end all day on.
You got your little dress on, heels.
It's a lie. I don't do corporate. So I was working corporate, and he was an actor. Okay, so this is before people were buying the blue checks or renting the blue checks, leasing, whatever we call it now. So
I feel dumb for having one now. Now anybody who has you is just like, how did you get it? No,
as long as your government name is not right there, we know you didn't. So he had a blue check, and he was acting like he legit had been on some stuff on TV. I'm not going to name drop because y'all probably know him.
Dang.
And so we met up, and the first thing that threw me off, and I'm hating that I'm saying it because it just sounds so bad. He pulled up in a little bitty
Fiat.
No, it wasn't even a Fiat.
The Beetle car?
The smart car?
Nope, it wasn't even there. It was like a Chevy. What's the Cobalt? Like the small...
The Spark.
Little toy car looking one.
It looks like a skate. That's what I be calling them. Like a little kid's skate.
So it was so tiny of a car. It's like the rental car you get when you're like the lowest class. The rental car was like $20 a day. So he pulled up in that, and to me, I was like, because I want you to have a manly car. It ain't even have to be a luxury car. I just need to be like a... I'm here car. And it wasn't. So I was like, okay, cool. So he was like, do you want me to hop in the car with you? You want to hop in the car with me? I was like,
can I fit?
First question that went through my mind. And I was like, you know what, Tiffany, stop. Just get in the car. Be nice. So I got in the car. We went over here, had dinner at a place by Lennox, and it was like a bar. It wasn't even like something super expensive. So we sit down, I order a drink, and I'm not even really hungry, so I order a drink, and then he gets to talking, and I noticed that he didn't really order anything.
Oh, hell no.
And that's what I thought. So I was like, weird. So we're talking, and he's like, yeah. So it's like, people think I'm like this big actor, and he was like,
oh, hell.
And he was like, I really be having to like Uber and Lyft on the side. And I was like, oh, it's cool. I was like, people be in a transitional period, like, I get it.
Home. That soundbite on Instagram.
So then he starts, this is where it took me back. Now I ordered the drink. The drink was probably $10 max. It might have been $8. And so he goes, yeah, and like when it be around the first of the month.
Oh, hell.
Why are we here?
Bro,
I've squeezed in your Fiat.
I was like, it's not going where I think it's going. He's like, so, when it be around the first of the month, he was like, money be a little tight. Because I be having like all these bills doing stuff like that.
So why are we out?
Because you asked me to come.
You should have planned a picnic.
So I said, okay. And I'm just sitting there. He goes on his rant about his bills and how life is so hard. And I was like, oh, okay. And then he started talking about himself, like how he looks. It's like he started getting really into himself. And I was like, is it my time?
Like,
is
what do I
it
get
a
to
turn
share?
for me? Do I get some rug time or not? So then he starts talking about himself, right? And all these accolades and just like him working out and his body and like all these things. So I'm like, yeah, it's getting a little late. I think we should kind of like wrap this up. So I sit here as the man puts the bill down on the bar and I just wait to see if he's going to grab it. I just waited and waited and waited.
And he never grabbed
And
it.
he never even offered to grab it. That's the part that took me through the
That's why he
roof.
didn't order anything, because
It
he was
had
like,
me in
I
a
don't want to
chokehold.
feel obligated.
Y'all could have talked on the phone for this shit.
Baby, on the phone, I was like, I've never been out with any man. And when I had my little hot girl time, I was dating some younger guys. I was like, I should have left them where they were. I was rocking the cradle. But I was like, even they were paying and whining and dining and just, making sure I was straight. It was $8. The man didn't even buy the drink, didn't offer to buy the drink, got back in the car, didn't even say anything, like it wasn't even abnormal. That was even crazier
That's
to me.
alarming.
Drove back and then attempted to give me a kiss.
No, he did not.
The audacity
You should have slapped
of
his ass.
these niggas.
I don't condone violence, but that deserved a slap across the face. And his mama too. Because who raised you?
We ain't doing that. Find somebody else to do it. And he was like, oh, you think we go back out? Baby, on who's dying? Because you didn't pay.
There's no way we're doing this. And then those are the worst dates, when the date is over before, like, you're checked out, but you still got an hour worth of date left.
Yeah, you're not home yet. Then you think about, damn, this was far. I knew I shouldn't have left from outside the perimeter.
And you instantly
right?
have an attitude because of the little vehicle.
I was so
Once
mad
you get outside,
that I got back in the little boat and had to roll back across town. I should have put my seat back in the back seat. Like,
that's horrible.
never in my life have I ever endured anything like that since then or prior to that. And I just could not believe of who it was that he was out here carrying himself
I need
like
to know
that.
after these mics
I'ma
turn
tell
off,
you.
because now I'm going
I'm
through
curious
everybody in my
too,
head.
like,
I'm
who
I
is
like,
it?
slide it in the comments.
Because what? That don't make no sense.
That don't make no sense. You two, at your big age, at your big age, you should not be doing that. $8?
Shouldn't.
It was the inviting me out. I could see, I know sometimes women be like, you should take me somewhere.
Yeah.
And men feel pressure and be like, damn, I got to take this girl somewhere, but I'm poor. But like, you was like, yeah, we should go on a date. And I was like, okay. And you was like, yeah, let's go here. And you was like, let's do this. And then we get there and it's $8.
but even if you're
Define date, because what did you think was supposed to happen? Because when I'm thinking of a date, it's not that interaction. You act like I pulled up to you at work. And you was the bartender and you needed me to tip you too because rent due. Like, what?
My thing is, there's ways to have dates and nobody has to know you're poor. Like, you can definitely
Nobody.
It
finagle
just
some
takes
shit.
more work,
Yeah.
more creativity, not even work, just
but
creativity.
You know what I think it was? Is that I think girls have been so excited because he had the blue check and of the things he had done, because baby, they out here, that they was just like, here, just take it. Take the vajazz, because it's like, I could say that I slept with you.
I don't think I've ever been in a situation where I'm just like,
Happy to be there.
Yeah.
maybe happy to be there, but like not be like, I want to sleep with him so I can say I slept with him.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's delusional.
What else
Not
are you
even
doing?
Rick Fox. Like, no.
Not even Drake. Like, I love me some Drake, but it's not gonna be like I'm just around to say I can sleep with you. You gonna be my man.
Period.
So,
All right, let's reel it back in. Let's reel it back in. You're doing so good.
speaking of men, you are in a relationship.
Yes.
And in a happy relationship. I just feel like it's exuding happiness.
My
for
man, my
some.
man, my man.
How did you guys meet, and what made you be like, you could clank me down?
Girl, this story is wild. So he was stalking me. No, so we met at a Christmas party at a record label, because he does music. So we met at a Christmas party, and the first Christmas party I was at Atlantic Records, and we were over there, and I was really back there talking to some executives, and I happened to come out to get some food, and it was somebody else's event, and it was like a Christmas event kind of like tied together. So I had this ugly Christmas sweater on because I was going to another ugly Christmas sweater party, and I kind of snuck out and got food, and he said he had noticed me, but I was kind of just like weaving in and out, so I wasn't like, it was a group of like real hood niggas in there, so I was like, let me just weave in and out here and just go about my business. So I was weaving out. He said he seen me, and I remember noticing him in a photo that had came like a couple days later, because of course, like a true artist, he had this loud ass jacket on that was like
old bubble coat.
So loud and colorful that I just did not miss it. I remember seeing him like, this man got this loud ass jacket on it. So we went to the second Christmas party, and I was in there buzzing around, and at this point I had been drinking. So he came up to me at the end of it, and he was like, hey baby, and I was like, he's like, can I what did he say? He said something like, can I get your number, or can I talk to you?
Was it instant attraction?
Something. He says that his story is, he swear to God, my face was like and I was like, so I look like that to everybody. I just have that face.
You really are sitting here looking like,
that's just me. So he's like, no, it was for me. I'm like, okay. So he did approach me in a good manner. And at this point in time, before he had his iced out teeth, he had straight golds. And I was just cheesing.
So you kind of like the hood niggas.
Y'all.
It's all right. I like them a little bit too.
I love me a good hood nigga.
A good one.
He came up to me and he says I was cheesing, and I probably was a mixture between myself and being super drunk. That's what I'm going to look like. And he did approach me, and he had very good manners. And I was like, baby, I don't date rappers. And he was like, baby, I'm not a rapper. He's like, I'm just a man who raps and take care of my son. And I thought that was so smooth because it took me off guard. I said,
well, wait a minute.
Now, why would you say it like that?
Right.
So he go, I said, So he's like, you don't even have to give me your number. Just follow me on Instagram. And I was like, this man trying to show me his Instagram. So I was like, okay, cool. Boom. Went on about my business. After that, he was like, I would try to creep in the live to see, because I want to know who you are outside of like
pictures being posted.
Yes, because the more you talk, I can kind of pick up like on your character, your energy. So I just want to go in there and kind of see. Every time I was in there, he'd be, hey, Tip. And I was like, God, why is this man catching me? You have all these people in here. How
because
you
he kept going to your page.
He kept going to my page. So then he'd DM me and be like, oh, you look so nice or something like that. And I told him one time, I was like, baby, he's like, so have you thought about giving me your number yet? And I said, baby, I'm still praying to the Lord about it. He was like, well, God has answered my prayer and told me that I'm going to be your husband. I was like, sir, get out of my DMs, please. And then he was just consistent. And, you know, I always tell my ladies, keep your roster, baby. Listen, like Meg said, may the best one win. All right? Pull them off the bench, put them back where you need to. So I had me a little situation because I was a free woman. And he was just the most consistent. Like, he was consistent. He did what he said he was going to do. He showed up for everything. He was like cool. It was like he was checking all the boxes. And as much as I kept going, damn it, it's not this one. It was like he would just show up every time. He was just weeding the other people out. And then here we are now.
Consistency will get you far in life. Speaking of what drew you to him and what made you give him your number, I wanted to talk this week about green flags that you experience when you're dating. So often, I know we talk about it all the time. We've done several episodes about red flags. I was about to say weird flags. That's a flag too. But there's so many red flags that people are like, watch out for this, watch out for this. I want to be positive this week. And we're going to talk about green flags. And not even that you necessarily even end up with the person, but this just things where it's like, a man does something, or a woman, or whoever you date, and you're like, wow, that's a really good quality to have in a partner.
Yes.
So I wanted to know, what are some of you all's green flags? Again, maybe you didn't end up with them, but you appreciated this.
Doing what you said you're gonna do. That's a big thing. Like, do you follow through on stuff? Especially when it's something that I didn't ask. If you volunteer to do something for me, or just do something and you follow through with it, I think that's a really good sign, because when you don't, it's just like, what the fuck are you lying to me for?
For
now
no
I got
reason.
attitude.
Why you do that?
Yeah.
Why you do that?
What's one for you?
This is going to be weird, but I think when people have pets, like you actually take care of your pets, and like I can see you being like, I gotta find somebody to like watch my dog or watch my bird. Like people who have something to take care of, I think it's a really good sign that you know how to take care of something else other than yourself.
Yeah.
And I say pets because I'm not gonna say kids. I don't really want you to have no kids. But if you got a little puppy and you really paying attention to the puppy, you got the puppy pads, the dog has health insurance, it goes to the vet. You really care about this little being. It's like, okay, like you can take care of something else. That's something that sometimes I think goes over people's heads. Cleanliness.
Yes.
If I come to your place and it is like I'm talking about clean. Like I could lick the bathroom floor.
You ain't find no eyelashes in there.
Because I'm sure looking for some eyelashes. I'm looking for the extensions and the strips. Don't think you're sneaky.
I'm checking the shower, see if there's a string of hair that's a little too long for you.
Okay.
Girl, paying attention. Even dudes that like, guys that knew that I wasn't really into them. And you were paying, like you caught on to it. I'm glad I'm not with a fool. Like you're not foolish. I don't want to be with no foolish ass nigga.
Yeah.
Because we all been with, remember we talked about food niggas and you don't know you're a food nigga. You don't realize you're never going to be with, I'm using you. I don't like you.
It does happen.
I don't want you. I'm not attracted to you. You're not paying attention. So your confidence is low and I can't be with you. But we can eat. We can go to kebab land.
Speaking of confidence, posture. And eye contact. If you can't make eye contact with me when we're out, or just period, that bothers me. And then when we're going places, I don't want you walking like hunched over and looking timid and shy. I want you to walk with your chest out because you that nigga. Okay? Yeah. And that's how you need to be walking around when you're with me. And if you don't do that, I will run over you. I will. I can't help it. It's like something happens and I'm going to run your ass over.
It's because you're screaming, let me run over you.
That's what it is. And it's just like, where's your confidence? Where is it? Stand up.
Stand up.
Yeah.
You seen that video?
Yes, I love that video.
Even there is a guy who works at the salon that we go to, and his name is David. I love David so much. David, not only does he do hair, he does construction on the side. But his I was like, let me see your hands, because I wanted to make sure his hands was clean. Spick and span clean. I love a manly man with clean nails. If I look at your nails, and it got black gunk under it. Ain't no way.
We just and you think you about to put that in me?
You remember that meme where it's like you got lemon pepper and tobacco under your nails and you want to...
What if you want to put that inside of me? I think the fuck not.
Yeah.
No, that's not going to work.
A man that keeps up with his haircut. Even again, if you might
all
not be...
your grooming.
Yeah, but the haircut is really what I be looking at. It's like, every Thursday, you getting that fresh cut, baby. I see you. You looking good and crispy. Like you care about things.
No, I agree. I think that what you said, like caring for another thing, like even like I don't be understanding if you date a man with a child and this man ain't taking care of that child.
Right.
Why do you think he gonna take care of your child and be so surprised when he don't do it and be sitting there talking about, I can't believe, baby, he ain't took care of the foal before you. I don't care what story he told you.
What made you think that
it was gonna be different?
And how crazy them baby mama supposedly was, baby. Get to the bottom of it.
How would you feel if you was taking care of this child by yourself? You know, that might drive a bitch a little crazy.
Yeah, taking care of like children, especially because I tell people all the time, you cannot teach a man how to be a dad. It's either in them or it ain't in them. Don't let nobody tell you they can figure it out alone. Baby. It's in them, innate. Like they just have that nurturing, caring, like you said, for the animal, other things in them, or they don't. Men don't have like no in-between ground.
Right.
I think the other thing is like, how do you care for me? Like, do you open the door? Do you like make sure that I'm not carrying all the stuff in the house? Like, are you
the
carrying
luggage?
This? Yes,
everything.
Like, should I be touching anything? Maybe if I feel like it that day, but it should be an option.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. My man should just be grabbing all the heavy stuff.
And that's a great green flag. Another green flag for me is this was, we talked about this in previous episodes, but we didn't talk about it from this take. We just talked about the story that happened. There was a story where somebody had a pre-check, and somebody didn't in the relationship, and the guy had it and the girl didn't, and he left her. And and me and my boyfriend had talked about that, and we've talked about it a lot because there's been times when we're traveling together and he would get upgraded to like Delta 1 and I didn't get the upgrade. And he didn't take the upgrade. And a lot of people were like, that nigga, I'm taking the upgrade. But here's the thing, that if you're traveling with someone and you want to be in a relationship with them, you should pay attention to that, because you don't believe in togetherness to me. It's like, and I might be taking it deep, but I like to take things deep and stuff like this, because it's
baby,
like,
it's a flag.
we're traveling together.
Red or green.
Right. It's like, you left me in the bag.
Yeah.
Why would you do that to me? Like, and it's just like, what?
And now you mad because this man next to me buy me shots. He think I'm single.
He thinks because
What am
I am.
supposed to do? Find it out. Let's see who wins.
But just the thought of doing that, it's so special. Like when people do special things that I'm dating, even if we don't end up married or together, it's just, wow, I like to know that you're not selfish. You're not just like in it thinking about self. You were like, dang, if we're both not getting upgraded, I'm gonna sit back here with you, because I want to travel with you. I don't want to meet you there. We could have gone on separate flights. And so I think that we pay attention to things like that. If he got global and you don't, again, if it's your homeboy, cool. But like, he just left. He don't even care about your well-being. What if you forgot you had a blunt in your bag? Now you got arrested. He didn't even know.
Baby, he wasn't going to get you out because he left you at checkout for the blunt. He's not coming to get out with you, sis.
Like,
You're in jail by
worried
yourself.
about the wrong thing. You worried about your comfort and not mine. Sir, we ride together, we die together, we fly together, we
die together. Now wait a damn minute.
But like some of the thoughtful things that men do, even though sometimes it might be annoying and you're not gonna end up with him, he gonna be a great man for another woman.
For
and you
somebody.
gonna be looking at the
Somebody.
Instagram pictures.
Like, oh, that was cute. Cute wedding.
I taught him well.
Right. What's another one? How they are with their families.
Yes.
Like, do you actually spend time with these people, or are you like, oh, I'm gonna shoot my dad a text, shoot my mom a text, Happy Mother's Day, send a gift? Like, do you actually spend time? Do you work on those relationships as an adult? Because you don't have to technically, because you're grown, you live your own life or whatever, but do you still keep in touch with your family? I'm really family oriented, so to me, it's like important for somebody else to feel the same way about their family.
Or if they don't, because sometimes these families, baby, be.
Well, sometimes they're a little fucked up.
A little thrown off.
I can understand that.
Are you working on yourself to get rid of those family generational curses?
Oh, yeah.
That may be having you have to take that step back. And then, sometimes people try to work on it with their family, but sometimes you can't make... yes, but are you working through your stuff so you ain't bringing it over here with me?
Right.
Yelling at me because what your mama did.
Because you can't use that as an excuse for the rest of your life. Your mama didn't do this. Your daddy wasn't there.
we
Okay,
understand.
well, bitch, you're 40. Yeah. That was a long time ago that your daddy left and went and got the milk. It's time to move on to something else.
I think another green flag is offering. And this isn't just like to pay your rent. I know we in Atlanta, but like just like
that would be really lovely. That's definitely a green flag.
That
for
is.
me.
I mean, that is a green. That is a green
It's
flag.
a big green flag, and I'm gonna wave my white flag and leave the street.
But offering like to pick you up from the airport when you really weren't expecting it.
Yeah.
I live close to the train. A lot of times I'm like, oh no, I'll just hop on the train. But I love when a man is like, no, I'm gonna pick you up. I don't want you to get on the train.
Or
I got
covering
you.
something for you, like you might be busy that day. Like, damn, I really need to go here. And he's like, I can go do it for you.
Or
Yes,
making sure
I
you
love
eat.
that.
And you're like, oh,
Feed
he's like, I
me,
know you
baby.
didn't eat all day. Let me just Uber eat you some food. He's not even trying to come and be with you. He's like, I'm gonna send you something. Those thoughtful,
Just little things that often go overlooked because it's like you're paying attention.
You're paying attention.
And that's like the biggest green flag, that you're actually paying attention to details, and it's not just about you and what you want and getting your dick sucked, you know?
Yeah.
But do you think people be too wrapped up in looks?
Not I.
I mean, not everybody.
I mean,
but
some people, yeah.
I think that some people be
but I'm
wrapped
not.
up in, like, some people be wrapped up in so much of, like, the look and, like, what that person offers money-wise. That I be like, baby, you just be missing all these flags. Like,
I can't tell you how many friends that I have like seen through like horrible divorces or horrible breakups.
Yeah.
And I'm always like, I'm big on like, how did you meet the person? Like, where did y'all meet? And when you can only talk about, he used to be
Going
buying
out.
me all this. It's like, ooh, how'd you
But
think
what
this was gonna be a good fit or a good partner or a good father or a good, like a present person in your life? Like, we all know niggas like that where you can go to the club. You might be fine. You might have a lot of money. I don't want you to father any of my children. You know, I'm gonna be alone.
But on Saturday night, you can take me and the girls out.
Yeah.
There is this place for you on the roster.
Yeah, there's a place for you.
It's
You gotta know
the
these
weekend.
niggas' places. When you have that roster, put little notes next to the names.
Yeah, like
Yes,
this is not
take-
forever. This is for Friday night.
so funny because I was talking to my homegirl like that, baby. You got to categorize these men for what they're good for and stop bridging them. He ain't no husband, baby. He's a weekender. Leave him there. Why do you keep trying to bring him into Monday? Don't. He's not built for that. Then she said, I'm like, why? He was showing you he can't go there with you.
Yeah, it's a very interesting time. When you said that people, I don't think people are caught up on looks. Well, I think men are caught up on looks.
Yeah.
Women are caught up on money.
I done met some women now who they be caught up on them looks. And I'll be like, baby, what's coming with that?
You know, you're right. Because I've been almost caught up on the looks. Like, I have been caught up by some fine niggas, but I snapped out of it.
I knew that
real
they were
quick.
fine and they were just good for being fine. And anything you want to do with somebody fine. Like,
that's it.
Yeah.
But some women don't got that line. They just be like, I could turn a hoe into a house husband.
I just feel like you can't turn nobody who don't want to be turned. You know, like if they don't want to do it, it doesn't matter how good anything you have going on is. They're not going to change. That's for men and women. Like we're not changing unless we want to change.
Speaking of changing, I really want you to like PB&J's. Kiera don't like PB&J sandwiches, and this is what I forgot to do last time.
You don't
I
like
had made
PB&J sandwiches? Why?
No.
Ain't that crazy?
And you
I
brought
only
this
like
for me.
honey.
But I brought like a panini version.
Wow.
What do you want me to do with this?
I wanted you to taste it.
What do you want me to do with this? Hold on, though. Do you just not like peanut butter?
I don't like jelly.
I didn't put a lot of jelly, and I did it in a panini press.
Who don't like jelly?
I don't like jelly. I love peanut butter.
Look, you can't even really see the jelly.
Yes, I can. It's purple. It looks like the peanut butter is on its period.
You're not gonna taste it for the people.
It's cold. I gave it a little. I got it on this red lip. Oh, I'm gonna take this side because it's dry.
Okay.
That what kind of bite was that?
That was a crust.
She took a little.
Isn't it good?
Thank you for making this for me.
Can it go in
That was
classy
nice.
babes?
That was nice, y'all. It was nice. Thank you so much.
No, I don't really have many
Well,
sandwiches.
let me just wrap this back up because I'm gonna eat it on the way home.
Why do you want me to like PB&J? Why do you want me to like it?
Because it's so
I got my
good.
mouth all dry. I need another drink, Jessica.
A classic meal. But I'm trying to think any other green flags that women should pay attention to that they might be overlooking and calling the young man corny because he's doing these things.
That's a good one. Being about his business. You know, some women don't like that.
That makes my pussy wet.
I
love it.
Some women
love it.
do not like a man who is like, I gotta be up at a certain time, I gotta be at the gym, I gotta be at work. They just feel like it's not like maybe wild enough for them. But it's like, baby, that's a responsibility you need down the line. I don't know what you thought is wild.
That's a disciplined man.
Yeah,
A focused, disciplined man.
Yes.
If you're trying to
And I
get married
like
or have kids, that's important. Men who consistently go to the gym, it's something great about their minds. Even if you don't end up with them, but it's the discipline. It's like,
some
wow.
of them, I know one that goes and he don't do nothing else but go to the gym. But I mean, sorry, no shade. But we're all on the same page. If a man can motivate himself to do something consistently without you having to ask him to, and he's focused on a self goal, I think that is a man that's important because these men really be needing moms.
They do. Self-starting men. I said this a long time ago. I was like, I was talking to this guy and I realized something that I really like about him is that he's self-starting. I don't ever have to like remind him of things or tell him to do things or encourage him to do things. He's doing it and he pays attention to the stuff I say I'm going to do, and he'll ask me, so what's going on with this project that you said you was going to start on this day? I'm like, damn, you was listening, huh? I gotta be accountable over here. It's strict over here, but I like it.
That keep you accountable.
Yeah, and I like that because sometimes the men can be a little scared of me. Yeah. And they get scared to speak up or say anything. And it's like, say it with your chest. I want you to do it.
You be beating these men, sis?
No. But sometimes I be wanting to. But I don't know what it is. They just be a little scared, and I just have to remind them, listen, some of these men out here can tell me what to do. It just might not be you. So work on your posture, your self-startingness, your assertiveness. That's important to me too. Like, take the lead on some shit and stop looking at me to answer all the questions.
Yeah.
Figure some shit out. I don't like that. I don't, because like you said, they're looking for a mama. Call your mama.
I don't want to be a mommy.
It's called the Peter Pan syndrome. Bell Hooks talks about it in All About Love.
What is that?
When men are looking for a mama. It's like they want to go to Neverland and never grow up.
Ooh.
And they need you to. And normally women are just going to tap in and do the things.
Because we're motherly.
Yeah, but y'all better be paying attention or you're going to be motherly and sad when he gets you pregnant with triplets.
Or on Snapped.
Or on Snap. Now you need to. All because you didn't pay attention to the green flags. So you guys take this episode, send it to your friends who aren't aren't dating correctly and let us help them.
Mm-hmm. And then drop some comments below if you're watching this on YouTube and let us know what are some green flags that you've noticed with either the person you're dating now or what you're looking for or, somebody you've dated in the past. We want to know.
Yeah. Okay, on that note, we're going to move on to Indecisive Diane. And when we come back, Tiffany's going to help us give you guys some advice.
Would you stop thinking about what everyone wants? Stop thinking about what I want, what he wants, what your parents want. What do you want? What do you want?
It's not that simple.
What do you want? What do you want?
Hey ladies, it's me, Diane, and it's summertime, so a lot of you people are gonna have to go on dates with people who have kids, or maybe you have kids. So this week's date idea is something that you and your bae can involve the kids in, maybe surprise them. So go to the Fever app, download it, and look for the Brick Immersive Experience. It's Lego art, really intricate Lego art. Kids will like it. I think they have drinks. It'll be fun. Bye.
Okay, and we are back from Indecisive Diane. It is time for the advice. If you have a question that you would like for us to answer on the show, please email it to us, advice@cocktailspod.com. Okay, you want to read the first one?
Yes. So this one just says advice with an exclamation mark after
Lord.
it. So she's screaming. Hi, ladies. Can I just start by saying y'all popped up on my Explore page like a month ago, and I've been listening to y'all every day since. I love y'all's podcast. I want to be y'all's podcast. Oh, on y'all's podcast. Can I come on y'all's podcast? No, girl, you can't.
But you're here now in spirit with your email. Thank you.
Yes. Anywho, brace yourselves. I'm originally from California, but I moved to Arizona for a couple of years for a change of scenery. Life was magnificent for me, and I was thriving in all aspects of me. I was working out, getting slim, skin was clear, and career popping. And then I met this guy online. He was the cutest or the ugliest, but he was very persistent. This is so funny that this ties into what we were talking about. And he always wanted to cook for me. The first time we met, he talked my ear off, but I was so high that I don't think I realized that was the first red flag. We didn't talk for like a month after that. Then he started hitting me up, asking if he did something wrong. And me being the Virgo that I am, I told him he talked too much for me. He took it offensively and started hitting me up more. I'm toxic. I'm toxic. So now I'm interested again.
Crazy. It's crazy.
We've got to grow up, ladies. We've got to grow up.
Women be half the problem sometimes. We went on a couple dates. No sex. Our third or fourth date, he asked me, what are we doing? At this time, he's working like 12 hours a day, 6 days a week. So I'm only seeing him on a day. I'm only seeing him 1 day a week. So my response is, what about your family? He like, what you mean? I'm like, no way in hell you work this much and only have 1 day off. The man pulls out his pay stub and I shut the fuck up. Like, okay, what we doing? Why he just have the pay stub
in the pocket?
Mm-hmm.
This is weird.
From that day forward, we agreed to be exclusive. The first time we had sex, which was Christmas Eve, I'll never forget it. We were at his place watching a movie and I woke up to him eating my pussy. It was so good. I wanted to cry, y'all. And I think I did. Once he started that finger combo, I nutted. He came up and kissed me all on my mouth, then whispers in my ear, that's one. Oh, that's one leg. Okay. Then he picks me up, takes me upstairs. Now we're on the bed. I pull out his dick. Bitch, it was the biggest dick I ever saw in my life.
Where he from?
Shout out to all the Haitians.
Oh, well.
Haiti. I started sucking, slurping, rubbing, gagging, and I was so turned on. After he fucked my face, I got on top and rode him into the sunset, looking into his eyes as he's rubbing my titties. Next thing I know, I'm screaming and nutting. It's everywhere. Oh my gosh. He pulls me to his chest, then whispers in my ear. That's two. I'm hoping there's advice.
There is. I scrolled down to the bottom.
He flips me around, starts fucking
like
me from the back. All types of shit is happening.
Sounds like a Zane book.
Right?
And then what?
He got his thumb on my ass crack. He's pulling my arm hair, choking me. How long is the arm hair?
Pulling my hair, my arm. She forgot a comma.
Oh, okay.
Wait, what?
Could you imagine some long ass arm hair?
Can he braid it too? I'm running because remember the dick is big. Okay. Next thing I know, I'm orgasming. He nuts and pulls back my neck and says, "That's 3." Y'all, I fell in love. Fast
I know
forward.
you did.
Yeah.
I know you
that
did.
neck grabbing a whisper, you in love.
Mm-hmm.
Fast forward, not long after that nigga moves in because we was always together.
I
and
knew this was coming. He wanted the relationship too damn quick.
He said immediately.
And at the time, it didn't make sense for both of us to be paying rent for both apartments when we were always just at one. Once he moves in, he starts working less.
I know he did.
Then eventually he stops working altogether and goes back to school. Now we fucking all the time. Too much fucking. I get pregnant. He's ecstatic.
Oh no.
I'm nervous.
He ready to be a stay-at-home dad.
Man, that man.
This is a nightmare. I get sick because of the Arizona heat and the air. So I decided to move back home with my family to get out of the heat. With plans for him to move with us when the baby comes because of his new job he has. LOL. Not even a month after me leaving did my cameras in my apartment catch him cheating on me. He lied to me about it until I sent him the video from the camera. Then he breaks up with me because I'm stressing him out.
Sounds about right. That sound right.
I'm 5 months pregnant now. Abortion is out of the question. That baby said, can y'all take it up out of me? Fast forward. Baby is here. She's 4 months now. And he been trying to flirt. And he asked me to move back in with him. He's getting a big house. After everything, I have no interest in nothing more than co-parenting. But I know him and he thinks he's slick. So my question is, should I get my lick back?
How are you getting a lick back?
Yeah.
You just popped a whole baby out for a
that's
nigga
it.
who quit his job
You
on
done,
you.
sis. You there's no lick
Stick a
returning
fork
on
in
that.
it. You're done.
He got you the ultimate way when he gave that baby. That was it. He won.
There's no getting
And
the
there's
lick
no
back.
more to this. A woman that's tied to some good Haitian dick for the rest of her life. Yes. No.
And that's why, all seriousness, all jokes aside, are you okay, sis? Because how would you get your lick back?
Yeah, like I thought she was gonna say, I want to get my lick back by XYZ. Should I do
Maybe
it?
she was hoping you would come up with one of your great plans on that could end up on Snapped. Like maybe
You think I'm gonna say that on the YouTube so I can have them people coming down my door?
well, maybe something not so snappish, but maybe there's a way where she can trick him into thinking he's getting an apartment. No,
that
You
sounds
know
like
what?
a snapped with him being the
Yeah.
star.
Yeah.
I think the reality is, girl, you just took several L's.
Yeah.
You did. And that's okay. You have a beautiful bundle of joy now. And I think that you should just focus your energy on that. And then maybe, later, once you figure out mommyhood, then if you're still interested in falling in love, you can do it with someone else. And look out for the green flags and things. And speak up when niggas think they about to quit their jobs and they living with you. Like, because that's against my ministry.
Maybe right now it just seems you're just so upset you don't know what to do. You know when
It's
you
a
want to
lot
get somebody
going on.
back, and it's not nothing you could do.
The only thing I can think to do is hit him, and you shouldn't do that because we don't condone violence.
Yeah, and I was gonna say plant some drugs on his and call but you can't do. You don't do that either because then he gonna go to jail and the baby ain't gonna have a daddy. So
Make sure you file your child support paperwork too, ASAP.
yeah, get your money, sis. Don't play, and if you need to,
I hope that's the first child.
yeah, don't fall for the good Haitian dick. You need to stop.
And it's more Haitian dick outside.
It is, and maybe enter into some therapy. Talk about it,
Or a different region. Maybe try Jamaica.
maybe go to Europe.
Well, all right. Now we're getting carried away.
Baby, what Beyonce say, the best revenge is your paper. What she need to do is just go
and
ahead.
your happiness.
Yes, get you a new man. He gonna hurt when you move on. Man cannot take you moving on out of something toxic and that control being cut. Go ahead, sis, and wrap your life up. Get that baby, like you said, get you some healing, get you some more income. It gotta be more income than him, I'm telling you. That's when they cringe. And then
They really now they don't know what to do.
they get
I'll
them
never get my bitch back.
and then they don't know what to do. And then just go ahead and move on and be happy. Don't move on and try to like get with somebody to spite him.
Yeah.
Move on and genuinely move on. Like you took that L, sis, you got to take it.
Yeah, and we praying for you. We sending you positive vibes. This
Yeah.
ain't not even funny because normally we be going in on people. I hope you win.
Yeah. Good luck. All right. This one says, dating married man need your help. My help.
I have no expertise in this area.
All right. She says, hey, ladies, I love your show and could use some advice. About 2 years ago, I met a guy outside in a major city in the South. He was pretty interesting, and we started talking. One problem, he's married with 2 little kids. That sounds like 3 problems. He spends a lot of time with me, but grows frustrated as we can't take the relationship to different... I hope this is a joke. We can't take the relationships to different levels because of his situation. He's a really great guy and is working on a separation. He takes me on dates, treats me and my friends, even spent Valentine's Day with me. I really don't know what to do. I like him a lot, and it's clear he likes me. I mean, our relationship doesn't evolve around sex because of my morality.
Not the morality.
I'm perplexed. Okay, how should handle this situation? Although we are just dating and I'm dating other guys, he makes the most time for me and is truly the sweetest of this all. Should I remove myself or trust that he will do right by me? Again, love the show and thanks in advance. All right. What you think?
This is what I was talking about when people, because she highlighted like he takes me on dates and treats me good, and he treats my friends too, and she felt good
and
saying
spent
that.
Valentine's Day with
felt
me.
like she thought that was a flex. He has to do that because he's married.
Yeah.
This is, I don't be knowing what to say. And I've dealt with married men before. It's dumb. It really is dumb. Like you're saying you're dating. He wants some pussy from you. You're probably younger than him. He knows he has to pay for it. You low-key a prostitute. And it's okay. I love sex workers. But that's what's happening. He's getting his cake and eating it too. What's going to end up happening is you're going to cut off everyone else. You're going to be the only one fucking with him. He is getting his cake, his ice cream, the cookies, sprinkles, whipped cream. You're going to lose in the end. You lose in the end. I'm trying to think of like a successful he left his wife for me relationship, even like a couple.
No. And it's also like you're trying to talk yourself into this being a good thing, because you even said, it doesn't revolve around sex, and because of your morality, this is somebody else's husband. And so like you telling us about your morals, you really could have left that part out, girl, because
out of there, delete.
What difference does it make? Like, this is somebody else's husband, and if he's really going to get separated, like separation and divorce is not the same. And so it's also like, well, why are you not separated already? The divorce is the harder one, to my understanding. And if he was going to do it, he would do it. You have spent all of this time with him. Why hasn't he done it? Why is he out? Why didn't he finish his business? And the old people always say, how you get him is how you lose him.
How you get him, how you lose him, baby.
Is that really what you want? I think if it was really meant to be, maybe when he's actually divorced, he'll come back to you and you can try it then. But I don't think that you should put any more eggs into this basket. I think you need to drop the basket and run and just entertain the other men that you're dating.
Because he's entertaining other people too, even though it seems like he's not. He is.
He probably be getting locked out the house, and that's why he got so much time to be out.
Why do women be feeling the need to compete with somebody's wife? Like, baby, just because a man is choosing you over his wife does not mean he's choosing you. Dang, what did somebody say the other time? That he's choosing you because you're easy. It's like you don't give him no problems. You don't talk back. You accept his bullshit. It's like, yeah, I'm going to mess with you. It's like, duh, that's a no-brainer. Like,
that's an easier situation than an actual marriage or an actual relationship,
right?
Where, you going to be checking people on stuff. When it's fun and stuff, it's a little different. And, yeah, I don't want you to waste your time on this situation.
And we was just talking about green flags, sis. You done, what colors is your flags?
Extremely red.
Orange, the skull on them.
They on fire.
Colorblind, because you done skipped all. He treating me and my fans.
And another thing for everybody to remember, just because somebody spends a holiday with you, that's not the end all be all. His wife could be a doctor and had to work that day.
Or they could be Jehovah's Witness.
Yeah, it could be anything. It could be all sorts of shit.
Because it just, you really gotta
Maybe
look.
she don't fuck with Valentine's Day.
The older when you get to a certain age and you look at men that cheat on their wives, when you're younger, you kind of just like, even when you're out in the club with the niggas that are cheating on their wives and they're not cheating with you, they cheating with one of your homegirls, but you just out.
We just like, oh, well,
Yeah, like, well,
I ain't fucking him.
Yeah. But it's all just, it's like you look at it and it's like, wow, like half of the time these men are with women that helped build their career.
Yep.
Help get them money. It's just wrong on so many levels that it's like, sis, just get out. Just stop. Just stop and forgive yourself. Pray about it. Don't do it no more.
Bless your heart. All right. So I think that'll be it for the advice today. And we're going to move on to the cocktails.
Yes. Before we move on to the cocktails, if you guys are interested in getting the Vesper 2, it has finally launched. Make sure you click the link in the description and order yours now.
time not long ago, I was a hoe, was a hoe.
Okay, so if you have a cocktail that you would like to share with us, please email us cocktails@cocktailspod.com. Submit your cocktail, and maybe we'll read it on the show.
Tiffany La'Ryn.
Hello.
You got a cocktail for the people.
I do got a cocktail. We had to think through a couple.
I'm glad y'all did y'all's homework and really thought it out.
Yeah, we had to think. I was like, not that one. Let me see. The cocktail. Oh, yes. Okay. So one time I was dating this guy, and this was a couple years back when I was a little more wild, you know what I'm saying?
Those are the best ones.
Now the Asian setting, I can't do the same thing I was doing there. So we were drinking, and I used to drink a lot. Like, I wasn't no alcoholic, y'all, but I could hold some liquor down. So
we understand.
We totally understand.
You know
no judgment here.
So,
bitch, we still do it to this day.
Right.
The joke was, he would say, don't give Tiffany no light liquor, because when she gets some light liquor, she start acting out. You know, they be like, dark make you, brown make you whatever, light
crazy.
Make you fight. It's like, that's the situation. So I used to drink a lot of brown liquor, and I started transitioning over to light liquor. Baby, it was taking over my body, my emotions, my soul. I was like, who wants something? Because I'm ready. So we was out one night, and he did something, and I got to yakking about something, because baby, I was on that light liquor, okay? And it started getting a little crazy. So
I couldn't even imagine you upset.
he was, hey, round your ass up and get in the car. So I'm like, you ain't gonna tell me what to do. So I'm heading over to the car, drunk, highly functional. So then we get in there. Girl, we had one of my homegirls in the back seat, and he said something to me, and we got to bickering, because whatever he said, I took it so personal. And I feel like it wasn't even nothing that I should have been taking personal. It was just like something I knew, but I had the light demon in me. So, so then we go back and forth. And I ended up saying what I knew was going to, like, take him over the top. I was like, you just mad. You acting like a lame-ass nigga. He was like, ooh. And the girl was in the back. So when I tell you, y'all, this is so toxic, I do not condone any type of violence. We're not together anymore. So when I tell you this man popped me, I'm in the passenger seat, right?
Oh, I didn't think it was going there.
Me either.
Baby, he popped me. And when he popped me, he had a bracelet on, and the bracelet broke. It was like a beaded bracelet. And girl, why I thought he had knocked my tooth out. Looking back on this story, it's so funny. Like, the night was just so wild. So I thought he knocked my tooth because I felt the bead in my mouth. I was like, oh my God, I can't believe you did that. Boom, clocked him. So now we're in the car, like, on 20, mind you, we're driving. I go snatch a chain, throw that thing out on the highway. I didn't give a damn. I was like,
not the bust down chain.
Bust down chain on 20. I was like, bye. God. Out the window. We get home. I'm like crying. He's apologizing. I'm like, now I'm like on a snapped rant. Like, I should kill you. Because I'm still drunk. He leaves, sleeps in the car. I go to sleep. Wake up. Now, mind you, I had bled a little bit, but in the moment, it was a scratch, and I thought it was something else.
Like a gash.
Yes, because I'm drunk. I got all this blood down my face. So I wake up, and like I got this little scratch right here. Girl, why I went back out on 20?
To find that chain?
Did you find it?
Baby, I'm walking down the highway. I'm out there like, please be out here somewhere. Please be out here somewhere. Girl, I was in the same spot I threw it at. I knew exactly where I had threw it, like in the vicinity of where it was thrown. So I get the chain back. He come over. We had like a talk with some like, you know, you got to go to your older people, have conversations like your pastor stuff. We both sitting there on the couch. He looking all scruffed up. I'm scruffed up. We sit here look like two kids and got into a brawl. They'll be talking some now what y'all doing now? What y'all doing now? Nothing. He hit me and I hit him, and then here we are. Girl, this shit was crazy.
That is what the craziest
really
part is
wild.
that you really went back down the highway to find the chain.
I went back down the highway to find the
She
chain.
was going to have to find that chain.
I had to find the chain.
You got to find the bus.
That might be my life.
Are you from Atlanta?
Who, me?
Mm-hmm.
I'm from Illinois.
Okay.
Little bitty, small town. I wouldn't call it a city. It's a town in Illinois. Yes.
That was a good one.
That was a
That's
good
wild ride, literally.
I don't live like that no more. Y'all done changed. I'm a changed woman now.
Shout out to you.
Yes.
Well, Do you want to share a cocktail?
No.
Okay.
I think we're out of time.
We are out of time.
We're already over, you guys, so we'll save the cocktails for next time. I'll share an OG cocktail next time since we're not sharing any this time. Are you going to join me?
I might. I just might.
Okay.
Tiffany, let everybody know where they can find you. If you have anything coming up, let everybody know right now.
Ooh, well, we drop a video every Sunday and Wednesday. You can find me at Tiffany La'Ryn on YouTube. You can find me at Tiffany La'Ryn on Instagram. Shoot, really, that's all my handles. I ain't finna run it. Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, Tiffany La'Ryn. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you follow. I do a little bit of everything on all my platforms. So get ready with me. Then you can see my full episodic content on YouTube. My vlogs are over there also. So, yeah. Just keep watch for all the content that's getting dropped, and hopefully we're shooting a movie soon.
Oh, that'll be exciting.
Make sure you me and Kiki.
I got you.
Make sure y'all check out Tiffany. Make sure you guys go to paradiseandvibe.com. Join me in Tulum and in Brazil.
Join my book club. Just go to patreon.com/Kiki said so. You can also purchase my cookbook or individual recipes or the digital version of the cookbook at classybase.com. Check out my YouTube. I've been back doing stuff. I'm trying to get like you. I need to step it up. But check out all that stuff. Everything is going to be in the description box below. We thank you guys again for listening to the show. Remember to rate, review, subscribe, leave a comment if you're watching on YouTube, share our clips and all of that good stuff. And follow us on Instagram. We're at CockTales Podcast. I'm at Kiki Said So.
I'm at Coffee Bean Dean.
And until next week, you guys, goodbye.
I'm sorry, but the person you called has a voicemail box that has not been set up yet. Goodbye. Bye. 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 Population. Goodbye. Bye. Bye. Wait on the drive. Bye. 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 Goodbye. Bye. 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 Population. Goodbye. Bye. 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 Wait on the track. Wait on the track. I'm sorry, but the person you called has a voicemail box that has not been set up yet. Goodbye. Bye. 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 Population. Goodbye. Bye. Bye. Wait on the drive. Bye. Bye. Bye.